Hello, my name is Wei Liang. In this video, I will demonstrate my FSE Chat Room. The purpose of this application is to offer a place where people can chat with each other. Here's a list of functions that the chat room supports: login and register, post messages, real-time dynamic updates of new messages, leave the chat room gracefully. Let me demo the chat room first, and I will explain my design. One can join this chat room by simply creating an account. Here what we see is the login page. The picture here is the logo of the chat room. It's my favorite character, Sad Frog, and you are going to see it everywhere throughout my slides. Since we are a first-time user, we don't have an account, but no worries. We can click the Register Now button to make one. A user is only allowed to make an account with a username that does not already exist. Otherwise, an error message will pop up. Let's use a fancy username, FatVivian. Okay, after we click Register, we are now in the chat room. You can see that I implemented an iOS-style interface. When a user enters the chat room, everyone can see a notification pops up that indicates someone has joined. All the people can see the history messages of the chat room. This is achieved by making HTTP request. Initially, when a user comes in, the browser will call our message API to get the last 10 messages. As users go to the top of the window, another request will be sent to get the earlier 10 messages. Now I'm going to open another window to chat with myself. This time, let me demo the login functionality. A user can only log in with a correct username and a password. Otherwise, an error message will pop up. Now we've logged in. Let's say hi to the others. Here you can see that I make a differentiation on who sends the messages. The messages sent by ourselves will be displayed on the right with green background, while others are on the left with gray background. In addition, every message is displayed with username and a timestamp. One can leave the chat room gracefully by putting mouse on the little gray bar on top of the window. A drop-down button will show up that enables user to click to log out. Everyone will get a notification when a user leaves. Now I'm going to introduce the technologies I used. For front-end, I use HTML and CSS to render the page and the styling. I use JavaScript to handle basic functionalities such as login and register, post messages, and load history. I use jQuery to make AJAX requests. In addition, I also use Socket.io for real-time message delivery. For backend, I use Node.js along with Express.js to create HTTP server. I choose MySQL for database and Socket.io to achieve real-time message delivery. The picture here shows how I organize and structure my code. There are 3 main subdirectories: API, resources, and sequels. Inside the API directory are files associated with user registering, login, and loading messages. In the resources directory, I put all the HTML, scripts, CSS, and images. In the sequels directory, I have the scripts to create a table and database connection module. I put the server.js in the root directory, which is used to start our HTTP server, route requests, and handle socket IO event. Thank you for viewing. Here's the GitHub link to this application and the reference.